Hey everybody, and welcome back to 3cog. Today I'm going to show you how to disassemble, reassemble, and function test this Canik TP9SFx pistol. Before I get into that, for YouTube, I'm an active duty firearm safety instructor on private property with private property, demonstrating safe handling of firearms and disassembly for maintenance purposes, which is specifically allowed under AdSense, YouTube, and Google's policy. So please don't demonetize me, bro. Alright, so the very first thing you're going to do is verify that the weapon is clear. To do that, the first thing I'm going to do is press my magazine release and remove my empty magazine. Now I'm going to lock the slide to the rear by pressing up on my slide catch right there. Now I'm going to conduct a physical inspection. The first thing I'm going to do is look up into the chamber, verify the chamber is indeed clear, then check the magazine is removed, and I'm going to double check my chamber, which is still clear. From there, I'm going to pull down on these takedown pieces right here and send my slide forward. They are now in a down position, and then I'm going to press the trigger, and my slide and barrel assembly come off. And that is pretty much as far down as you're going to take your receiver or your frame, unless you want to remove your light to clean under there if you got a lot of mud or whatever up in there. For your slide and barrel assembly, you're going to remove the captive spring and guide rod, which is this unit right here, simply by pressing forward and lifting away from the slide and barrel assembly. Then for your barrel, simply go forward slightly, lift, remove to the rear, and that is a field stripped Canik TP9SFx. And for anybody who wants to be like, oh, it's pronounced Janik, when I was at the NRA annual meeting, everybody who worked at Canik was pronouncing it Canik, so whatever. Reassembly is just the opposite. The first thing I'm going to do is reinsert my barrel, put that back into the lock position. I'm going to take my spring and guide rod, insert, slide it forward, and it catches on a little ledge right there. Then take my frame, my slide and barrel, slide it to the rear, all the way back, slide catch, slide release, and these takedown lugs on the side here should have gone back into the up position, which they did. From there, slide forward, and that is reassembled. Now before I get into the function check, I'm going to again verify that the weapon is clear. First thing I'm going to do, lock my slide to the rear and conduct a physical inspection. Chamber, no magazine, and my chamber is still clear. So now I can send my slide forward, and that just checked that the slide catch, slide release works. Then I'm going to dry fire the pistol because I know it's clear. Simply press the trigger. There's my brake. Rack it, let it go. Holding the trigger, ease the trigger back out. There's my reset, and there's my brake again. These do have very nice triggers for the price point. So now that I've verified the function of that, the last two things I'm going to check is first I'm going to insert an empty magazine, which is below the no-no numbers for YouTube. I'm going to lock the slide to the rear simply by not pressing up on this. I'm just going to rack it to the rear, and the slide will lock to the rear automatically because my magazine follower activated my slide catch, slide release. So that is working as intended, which means if I run out of ammo while shooting, my slide will lock to the rear. Then the last thing I'm going to check is my magazine release. I'm just going to press the mag release, and your magazine should fall freely, and then send my slide forward. And that is a function tested Canik TP9SFx. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that, and I will see you next time on 3cog.